Hi Engineering Janta, I am Vaibhav Shukla and today we have a big announcement for you. So before everything begins, first of all tell me, am I audible or not? Am I clearly visible or not? And then we'll begin today's big announcement that we have for you people. Go ahead, tell me in the chat section whether I am visible and audible clearly. Just type a yes if I'm audible. Great Bhanu, thank you so much. So let's begin. Wipro has announced its hiring. The turbo hiring for 2025 has been announced, and let's check what they have. So this is what they have announced, and this is for engineering graduates of 2025. So basically this is for everybody who's passing out in 2025 through B.Tech or BE, fine. And this particular hiring is one of the top-notch hirings from the Wipro's end. Everybody nowadays was expecting this, and if you have regularly seen us, if you have regularly checked our YouTube channel, I had told you that Wipro will hire significantly this year, and for this coming financial year they are expanding on the hiring. And that's why when I announced that, most of you were asking when would it come, and as I promised, as soon as it came, I'm here in front of you to answer all your queries, to answer everything at your end, fine. So don't worry about that and hold on for your doubts for a while, because first of all understand about this, know the nitty-gritties of this particular hiring, and then I'll take your doubts. I'll give you time for your doubts, don't worry, fine. So first of all, like everybody, eligibility criteria is one big deal, fine. So the year of graduation should be 2025, and BE B.Tech only is allowed for this hiring. So it's not for BCA, not for MCA, not for M.Tech, only for BE and B.Tech. And that too, streams should be CS, IT or any circuital branch, as simple as that. Out of these three, basically circuital branches are EE, EE basically, or EEE. For example, electrical engineering, electronics and communication engineering, electronics and instrumentation engineering, electrical and instrumentation engineering, or electrical and electronics engineering, kind of these engineerings, fine. For all of these engineerings also, they are eligible people. And in educational qualifications, you need to have 60% in 10th and 12th standards, and apart from this, at least 6 CGPA or 60% in graduation, as simple as that, fine. So if you're in CGPA systems, above 6 or bare minimum 6. If you're in percentage system, bare minimum 60% or above, fine. So the educational criteria is such that at least 60% in 10th and 12th, graduation I told you 6 CGPA or 60%, but only full-time courses are allowed. It is not for the people who are studying from distance learning programs or any programs which are not the full-time programs, fine. At the time of assessment, one backlog is allowed, but you are expected to clear all your backlogs till your 8th semester. Maximum 3 years of gap in education is allowed between 10th and 12th. There should be no gap between the graduation, fine. Look, what can happen here is some people would get gaps after 12th, right? Once they've done 12th, they have 2 or 3 years of gap sometimes, but that is allowed. However, if you're pursuing your graduation, you're pursuing your B.Tech, you will drop out and then you again began with your B.Tech, then it is not allowed, fine. So you can have gap years, but only 3 years of gap is allowed, and that too from 10th to graduation. It should happen that every course that you have pursued should be done at a stretch fully, fine. Now, no gaps are allowed in graduation period, as I told you. Full time 4 years of BE B.Tech is necessary. Open school distance education is allowed only for 10th and 12th. For degrees, distance education is not allowed very specifically, and qualification should be BE B.Tech. I told you the eligible branches. The designation that you get here would be project engineer, and in Wipro, this is one of the leading designations for the freshers that are entering, because at this particular designation, you would be exposed to various good technologies, various cutting edge technologies that you have generally in the market, fine. CTC is 5.5 lakhs plus 1 lakh retention bonus. You have these medical facilities, benefits, retirement benefits, PF, gratuity, medical insurance, everything in detail, fine. But here you do have a service agreement which is for 12 months and this is for INR 75,000. So basically if you leave before 12 months, then you need to pay 75,000 rupees to the company on pro rata basis. What is pro rata basis now? If you have worked for 6 months, then adjusting the 6 months, whatever left amount out of 75,000 is there, you have to pay that. Fine. So apart from this, how to apply? Basically, it is a very simple form. You can go ahead on apply now button and click there. You do that out, fill that out, and things would be super easy for you. And now let me grab my pen so that I can help you out with the same. So yes, I have it out here. Fine. So you have online assessment. First of all, after registration, if you're shortlisted, it will be online assessment. You will have an aptitude test, which will test your verbal skills, quant skills, logical ability. Then you'll have coding languages. For robotics will be C, C++, Java and Python. So primarily you can think that out of any of these languages, C, C++, Java and Python, whatever you're good at, you can choose one of them, and then a written communication test. Fine. Then you have voice assessment round, and once your voice assessment round has been done, after that you have business discussion. So basically online test is the first round. Then post that, when you appear in online test and clear that out, you'll go to voice assessment round, and then you have business discussion. So business discussion is basically the interview, fine, where you will be talking to the hiring manager, to the senior people, fine, and they'll be checking whether you are a good fit for the company or not. Once it is done, you qualify this, you'll get a letter of intent where Wipro will tell you that they're interested to hire you. Basically, you're the top talent out of their recruitment process, and they'll give you a pre-skilling training. Now, if you clear this pre-skilling training, then you'll have your offer letter in your hand and you'll be hired. As simple as that. This is the basic process of Wipro. Fine. And now how to prepare for it? That's the biggest question. Generally, that's the biggest question, that how can we prepare for it? How can we try and learn the new things that are actually coming in Turbo 2025? So for that, what you can do is go to Wipro placement papers on prepinsta.com. Okay? और ये easy चीज़ है. It's not something very big rocket science. Fine. And on this, you'll have a lot of idea how questions are coming, how aptitude test comes, how coding questions come. You'll have a very detailed idea, and generally it follows a similar kind of pattern. While doing this, what you can do is you can go to the prepare section. You see this prepare section. In this, topics are bifurcated. They are actually given in a detailed manner, in a structured manner. And यहाँ पर आप structured manner में एक एक topic देखो, उसके previous quizzes solve करो. For example, if I click on one quiz, this is how you get it. This is free material and this is premium material. I'll come to what premium material is, but this is how you can do it in free. Fine. Easy peasy job, no big deal. But ये कैसे होगा, अभी इसको डिटेल में भी समझते हैं. ठीक है. तो इसके जो टॉपिक्स हैं, क्वांट्स, लॉजिकल, वर्बल, कोडिंग, ये सब एक स्ट्रक्चर में अगर आप पढ़ पा रहे हैं तो इट इज़ अ बिग डील. वो ज़रूरी है. ठीक है. एंड इफ़ यू आर सॉल्विंग क्वेश्चंस रेगुलरली, आपके लिए आसान होगा. मैंने काफ़ी टाइम पहले ही ये चीज़ बोल दी थी कि गो अहेड, watch our videos, go ahead, prepare for Wipro, because regularly I was posting that Wipro will very soon hire. So here it is. And what you can do is, now there are two ways. One is, I always say, free में भी धूमधाम से तैयारी होती है, टाइम ज़्यादा लगेगा, एफर्ट ज़्यादा लगेगा. Fine. You can easily prepare in free, but you have to put a lot of time, a lot of effort in collating resources, finding the structure. Now for this, it is a gold mine. To solve this problem of yours, you go to the Wipro NLTH course on Prepinsta Prime. Just simply enroll here and all your problems would be taken care of. फायदा क्या है इसमें? Simple बात है. Look, you have everything sorted here. From quantitative ability, logical ability, verbal ability, languages to coding, DSA, core subjects and interview preparation. One-stop solution. And if you're enrolling in this course, you'll get access to all the 200 plus courses which are available on Prime. Fine. If you feel that I am somebody who needs financial assistance. So for that, what you can do is you apply this code. Fine. You use this code, Shukla 10. This is one code that can be used, and this will help you a lot. Also, today I was discussing with my team, because every time I go ahead live and tell students, they have a lot of doubts and I try answering all of them, but still some people need personal guidance. I feel that. So for that, if you're feeling that personal guidance, for that we have designed carefully a Google form. You'll get it out, and if you find that Google form in the description link, great, good enough. But for you guys, I'm also putting it in the live chat section. Support team, if you guys are listening this, please put the link to the Google form for their counseling, for their one-to-one guidance. So for this, you can take one-to-one guidance. For any other issue also, you can take one-to-one guidance from us, and we are available to help you, happy to help you, free of cost. Fine. So that is one thing, and this is how you can come here. Now let's decide how to prepare topic by topic so that things become easy for you. And for that, I'll go back here again. Some people are asking for the apply link. So this is the link of Wipro Turbo Hiring. Here, apply now button you can click. I'll get this link floated in the live section as well. Ishani, if it's you, please float this link in the live chat section so that people can see it out and people can check it. But I would strongly suggest you, before you go there, first of all, understand how to prepare for it. Fine. What exactly to study? I have shown you that you have certain things to study, but how to actually nurture things up in a very structured manner. So that I'm explaining you, I'll tell you out. Fine. Verbal skills, quant skills, logical ability given in detail on prepinstar.com as well as on Prime. Go anywhere, study hard, as simple as that. Coming to coding portion. Now in this, what's most important is you know one language out of them, which is available on Prime. You go to the Prepinstar Prime, and what you can do is you can start learning simply on prepinstarprime.com any language that you want. For example, C, C++, Java, Python, whatever you feel comfortable in. If you're somebody who has lack of time, who has paucity of time, my sincere suggestions, please go learn C++, nothing else. C++ सीखो, सीधा आसानी से काम हो जाएगा. ठीक है? Apart from this, what you can do is two things I have very carefully crafted, which is top 100 codes, which we already have, and one more thing, top 150 not out list. Fine. You can find these lists on prepinstar.com, and both of these lists are immensely useful. If you are a beginner, if you're an intermediate, go to top 100 codes first. Practice there, because almost all the questions will be easy for you in the Wipro assessment if you're too good in these top 100 codes. If you have them at your fingertips, nothing like that. It will become a cakewalk for you, as simple as that. Apart from this, what you can do is, if you are good at DSA, go ahead, practice this top 150 not out list, because this list can lead you in any company on the earth. I specifically designed this list to make sure that you learn patterns and land in any company on the earth. But the more important thing is that if you're not good with the basics of DSA, do not go and touch 150 not out. First of all, touch 100 codes. Fine. Once you're done with top 100 codes, it would be super easy for you. Then in business discussion, coding as well as CS fundamentals are important. So for that, what you can do is, you go ahead and study these subjects. First of all, DBMS, SQL, I consider them one organ, one group. Fine. And in this as well, you have to study these you have to study these topics, keys, relational databases, relational DB basically. Fine. Then normal forms, ER diagrams. So this would be enough for DBMS. Fine. Apart from this, in OS, what you can do is process scheduling. Fine. Then process synchronization, and in synchronization specifically semaphores. That is what you need to study. You need to study deadlocks. Fine. And in deadlocks, what you can majorly focus upon is bankers algo. Fine. Bankers algo. And apart from this, what you can do is you can focus upon resource sharing graphs. Resource sharing graphs and a bit of paging. Fine. So you can study these out. Out of them, DBMS SQL is asked often. OS is then asked after DBMS generally. Then you have something called as CN. For them, you have to study OSI versus TCP model, STP UDP, fine, network security, then cryptography. Now where do you study all this? Cryptography, digital signatures, study this. Where do you study this? One book is from the author Tannenbaum. I often say this book. This is a wonderful book personally used by me, and this book specifically was a reason that I landed, one of the reasons I can say that I landed in the product based company. Fine, Tannenbaum. And apart from this, there is one more book that I didn't study, but it was a good book, Behrouz A. Farouzan. My great teachers told me this, and it is due to them that I'm standing here. So they made me this able that I could study all this. So Behrouz A. Farouzan, all credit goes to them, but these two books are wonderful for CN. Fine. So you can go ahead with these books and your CS fundamentals would be sorted, but this would take time. I'm honestly telling you, this would take time. Prime is something you can think like a crash course, a magic. Fine. Immediately you go, you learn Wipro specific things and you clear that assessment out. So that is helpful there. Fine. So whatever suits you well, go ahead with that, but prepare hard. Prepare immensely hard, because this can altogether change your career trajectory. This will offer you very good projects. And that is why I'm telling you to focus a bit on skills and projects. For resume, you'll need good skills and projects. You need good skills to survive the pre-skilling training. Okay. So make sure you have good skills. How do you make sure that? Go to my top 5 skills video and do watch that video out. Ishani, if you're watching this, top 5 skills video link, please float it around in the live chat. And the second is top 5 projects video. Go ahead, watch that as well. Fine. That is super important, because you'll know how to present your project in resume. I have specifically covered that. I have given ATS friendly descriptions there, and that can actually change everything for you. Your resume would look much better. Also, you can watch our live in the YouTube live section, where I specifically gave guidance about how to figure out your resume, how to make it good. So support team, whoever is handling this, please provide the links of top 5 projects video, top skills video, and apart from them, if possible, resume guidance live, please give that thing as well. Fine. Yes, they are CS related things. Bhanu, often a few things from circuital branches can be asked, like microprocessors and microcontrollers. Fine. This can be asked, but only to those who are from ECE or circuital branches, and in that primarily 8086 would be asked. Fine. 8086 can be asked. A big time is spent when you're from ECE learning this, so you can go ahead and check it out. Apart from this, there's nothing big in this to handle. It is easy peasy work. Fine. Now, you have known everything about this hiring. I have cleared almost everything, how to go ahead with the preparation phase. Now I am open to your doubts. Go ahead, tell me what doubts are you facing, so that let's clear your doubts and let's do things easily for you. Fine, let's help you out. Go ahead, give me your doubts. Now I'm open to your doubts. I'll clear them out. Can 2026 batch apply for this? Aditya, it is specifically for the 2025 pass outs. Prateek, okay, all YouTubers gave some info and doesn't match mine. No issues. You do apply. Look, be it 2 or 3. Important is you have to attempt the questions. How do you do that? By practicing. Fine. Don't fret much over the quantity of questions. Think how you can attempt. You might find 3. I'm again and again saying you might find 3. Fine. And there's a high chance you will find 3 and then you will think that somebody is saying right. Fine. How many days you can get to prepare? So what I can tell you is that you go ahead here and you apply right now because it is open for a while. At least it will take some days to recalibrate for the examination dates. So I would simply suggest you go and click on this apply now button, log in here, you will have a login, and then after this you can go ahead. The deadline to apply for this is Feb 28. So before that you're not having any exam for this. So Feb 28 is the last date for applying this. So till then, study hard. That's all I can say, so that you are well designed and well prepared for the exam. Fine. Sir, how many coding questions will be there? It generally varies, but this particular page of placement papers can help you out with this. Fine. So it will tell you what exactly is being asked, and generally it is a 60 minutes test for the coding. So you have, sometimes you have 2 questions, sometimes you have 3 questions. Generally you have 2 questions here. Fine. Should I be honest? Yes, you should be honest. If you are holding an offer, you should tell them that you are holding an offer. Advai, you have to check with your college. Fine. Chandan, no, MCA cannot apply. If college is not eligible, then speak to your college. Okay. To whomever college is not eligible, speak to your college will contact Wipro. Fine. Go ahead, shoot up your doubts. Is non-tech civil eligible? Most probably civil is not eligible. Honestly, not eligible. Why am I saying so? Because they've clearly written circuital branches and civil involves no circuital work. So it's not for civil engineering. Fine. Expected exam date, that can be first week of March or second week of March. So you don't have a lot of time, honestly. That's why I was saying capitalize on the resources like Prep Insta Prime. Go there and make judicious use of Prep Insta Prime. Enroll into Wipro courses. Your Wipro NLTH course can help you out there. It can work for this turbo. Fine. So if it's saying you're not eligible, then Umesh, what's the problem of eligibility? There must be something now that's saying that not eligible. Moreover, Umesh, one thing you can do. You go ahead, fill that Google form out. Again, support team, I'll request you to float that Google form link. You fill that Google form. Our team will help you out to sort out your query. Fine. Aptitude in coding level, moderate in aptitude, honestly, because in aptitude, it is 80% people, almost 80 to 85% people who will get rejected here itself. So it is moderate and sometimes hard. A few portions of aptitude would be hard. Coding level would be medium to hard, but not much on the harder side. Lead code medium works. Fine. Even one question would be easy. Don't worry. Hey, hi, hello. Great. I'm doing great. Thank you. Everything will happen online only, most probably, Bharat. If they tell something, then they'll circulate that info. Fine. The exam date is not yet declared till 28th February. It's the last date to fill this form out. To fill this form, you have 28th February as the last date. Fine. So here, before 28th Feb, you should apply, and then you will have exam dates. Till then, you're not having this exam. Bhanu, don't worry. If you're having some other company's offer, it's great. It's honestly great to hold it. But if it is greater than 5.5 LPA, then Wipro might be concerned that whether you will join them or not. Honestly speaking, if you have an offer greater than 5.5 LPA, don't speak that you're holding an offer. If you have an offer less than 5.5 LPA, do speak you have an offer. Fine. Because that boosts your credibility. Please tell me for which batch. Yuvan, it is for 2025 batch. MCA is not eligible. It's for 2025 batch. See, I'll show you. Year of graduation 2025. Written in bold letters. Durga Shankar, that is something internal that Wipro has, but for the financial year of this 2025-2026, they are actually planning a massive hiring. So go ahead, fill this out if you're eligible. Why MCA is not eligible? Well, Aniket, that is a question to be answered by Wipro. Fine. Srijan, there's no update so far. Fine. What if CGPA is 5.96? You're not eligible. There is a chance, Esther. There is a chance. Future roles, you might find other branches eligible as well. When will the test link for Elite come? Wipro Elite 2024. It will come very soon. Very soon. You keep preparing hard and regularly keep checking emails. Fine. Okay, so Anuruddh got the Wipro Elite first round mail and he attended last week, and that coding question is saved and tested but was not submitted. This whether the code will be taken into consideration or not. Those instructions are generally clear before the exam. So if they were altogether stating that you have to submit it categorically, then there's an issue. But if they have, generally if it is saved and tested, they take it into the consideration, so don't worry. Fine. College is not eligible. You have to connect with your college has to connect with Wipro team. Also, Vanshika, you can have personal guidance from our support team, our mentors. Even they can connect you to me. So I sincerely guide you on this. Go ahead, fill out that Google form. Support team, whoever is listening this, CSMs, please put the link of that Google form. Please put the link of that Google form. If possible, pin it. Pin the link of Google form as well if possible. If not possible, please float it out in the live chat section. The link to the Google form for the personal consideration. Please float it out. Great, great, great. Thank you. Thank you so much, team. How many students they'll hire? This is something very, very internal of Wipro, Bharat. So it's not about that. Fardeen, it is clearly pinned on the live chat section. You can go there and click on that link. You have almost, yes, less than 1 month to prepare. You can consider around 1 month because after the ending of deadline, they might have a gap of a week. Fine. So post that, they'll post the test links. So till then, you can prepare well. TCS PPT, I have sent TCS PPT. If you are a part of that group, you have that TCS PPT with the updated clickable links. You might have joined on WhatsApp later, but you have specifically got it. And to the students who had joined on time, they have got it. If you've joined very recently, you can ping on that WhatsApp group that please send that PPT again, and it will be sent again. Don't worry. So programmer, if you're facing any issues regarding that, fill out that Google form, your query would be sorted out. However, the PPT with shareable, clickable links has been submitted, has been given on that group, and post that. If you have still not received, if you have joined it late, then you text on that group that you haven't received and you'll be sent that. Fine. If you prepare for anyone, yes, almost, but I would sincerely suggest you, Bharat, that you practice previous year questions as well, so that helps you out. Fine. Where is the link to apply? Likhit Gowda, it is pinned on the live chat section. So for all of you who are trying to find the link to apply, it is pinned on the live chat section. You can go there. Yuvan, what exact help do you want? Can you please type it out? No, Tanisha, BC is not eligible. The other one, how much time is required to complete Wipro Prep Insta course? If you're dedicated enough, you can do that in 1 month. You can easily do that in 1 month. Yes, Purti. Ideally, yes. I answered you, Pawan Kalyan. I answered you. Go ahead, shoot up your doubts, whatever you have. Sure, Bharat. I would love to do that. Please get successful. To all of you who are getting successful, I personally want you guys to come on board, to stand here with me, to talk to me, to tell others, to spread this knowledge that how you covered your success journey, because for me it is essential to spread the knowledge that is needed. It is never the case. It is not at all the case that I want that only I should speak here. I really want people to come up who get successful to share their journeys. Bharat, I would want that if you're holding any offer, if you have covered any journey, and if we have played some part in your journey, please reach out to us on the Google form that was floated just in the chat section. You can scroll a bit and you reach out through that form and write up in the description of that form whatever is being asked, and our team will connect with you. Fine, Bharat? Jyoti, then you have to contact your college because your college has to speak with Wipro. Why aren't they eligible? Any course regarding DevOps? Look, on Prep Insta Prime, there are 200 plus skills. So you will find a lot of things and a lot of detail is being planned. Don't worry. It will come up. Fine. This is for which job role? Look, this is for role of project engineer and it is written on this site. Let me show you. The designation is project engineer. You will work on cutting edge technologies. So Kanupriya, that answers your question. Fine. Vaibhav Pradhan, we are planning something onto it, but it will take time a bit. Fine. Give me a detail for project engineer role. Okay. For project engineers, you can just imagine it like an associate software engineer in a company who will be working on top projects or very good projects which are intensively working on new technologies, and that is why they're giving you the pre-scaling training as well. Fine. So they are actually wanting these engineers for their flagship projects. So you will be working just like a software developer, but on the good projects, or if the project is related to analytics or ML or AI, then you will be working in that section. Fine. Most welcome, Vaibhav. No, Durga Shankar, if it is telling that if your college is not eligible, your college will tell this to you, that what's the glitch and how they can contact Wipro. Fine. Also, what you can do is, Durga Shankar, you can reach out to us using that Google form. Also, you have this numbers that are floating. These are for calling as well as for WhatsApp. Fine. You go ahead and drop your query. Fine. How to apply? You click on the apply button here and then you sign up and fill the form. As simple as that. Very easy form, nothing big. Fine. This is something to be answered from Deloitte's end, Mohammed Tausif. So as soon as it comes from their end, then you can get the answer for it. Fine. So I guess I have covered maximum doubts. How much time does it take for the aptitude from basics? If you're starting from absolute basics, then what you can think of is that if you study hard, if you're giving very much time, then around 20-22 days can help you out. Fine. Okay, if you've shared Yuvan, then you will be reached out very soon using the support mechanism that our team has, and basically some mentors would be reaching out to you. I strongly suggest you please fill out this Google form with the same screenshot, same query. You will be guided well, you will be told what problem and how it can be sorted. So afternoon, I have missed my online assessment due to my exams, but at the same time, so now how can I get the reassessment? Aditya, you can write a mail to the company for the same and you might find it. 2027 batch not eligible, 2024 batch not eligible, only for 2025 it is. Fine. So Saurav, you contact your college. I have covered pretty much all the doubts. So no, 2024 is not eligible, so I'll take your leave. Link of Wipro application is pinned, Varnika. It is clearly pinned on the top of live chat section. You go there, the black pinned tab is of that particular link of applying. Go there. Fine. So this hiring is for 2025 batch, guys, and it takes place through Superset, right? Where is the link? Guys, support team, I request you to please float it once, float the link in the chat section as well of the hiring. The link that you have pinned over the top, please float it again so that the people who cannot find on the top pin, they can easily click there. So here's the link, guys. Here's the link. Fine. So I guess I've covered pretty much. Most welcome, Bharat, and therefore I will take your leave. Henceforth, I'll wrap this up and stay tuned. I'll be here with more updates, with more things at your disposal. I'll update you with upcoming hirings, and most importantly, I'll be guiding you how to craft everything, your strategy to structure to resume and through for your placement. My whole goal is that you go ahead and reach out to the best places, the destinations that you want to. Whatever good you liked in this video, keep spreading this knowledge, keep doing good without any expectation, and good will come back to you. Universe will return multifolds of it. So Aditya, if you have written it, then they'll reply to it. There's a chance that you might get reassessment, so don't get bogged down, but keep on preparing for others as well. Fine. MCA is not eligible. I'll take your leave. Bye bye. Have a good day.